Hey everyone, and welcome. Today, we are going to talk about one of my absolute favorite topics, this idea that you can actually learn how to be lucky on purpose.
You know, when we think about luck, what's the first thing that comes to mind? For most of us, it's something like this, right? A four-leaf clover. It's this random symbol of good fortune that we just hope we stumble upon one day. And then, of course, there's the other side of the coin. You spill coffee all over your shirt right before a huge meeting. And what's the first thing you think? Ugh, of course, just my luck. We treat it like it's this force of nature working against us.
But I want to pose a different question. What if luck isn't random at all? What if it's actually a skill, something you can practice and get better at, just like a muscle?
Okay, so first things first, let's redefine what luck even is. We're going to move beyond random chance and get into how your perception literally creates your reality. This is where it gets really good. So, you've really got two ways of looking at this. On one side, there's random chance. That's the idea that luck is this external force that just happens to you. It's totally passive. But on the other side, there's perceived opportunity. And this is a game changer. This sees luck as an internal skill, the skill of noticing and acting. It's active, and get this, it's trainable.
And look, this isn't just some nice idea. It's actually backed by some pretty fascinating science. There's this incredible study by a psychologist, Dr. Richard Wiseman, that just perfectly illustrates this point.
So here's what he did. He brought in two groups of people, one group that identified as chronically lucky and another that identified as unlucky. He gave them both the exact same newspaper and a simple task: count how many photographs are inside. While the unlucky group took about 2 minutes, diligently counting every single one. The lucky group, they took a few seconds. How? Because on page 2, in huge letters, was a message that said, "Stop counting, there are 43 photos." The lucky people just saw it. They were more relaxed and open, so they spotted the opportunity that the unlucky group, in their focused anxiety, completely missed.
So how is that even possible? How can two people look at the same exact thing and have completely different experiences? Well, it all comes down to a powerful filtering system that's already built right into your brain.
Let me introduce you to your Reticular Activating System, or RAS for short. Now, think of your RAS like a bouncer at the club of your reality. It has a guest list, and you are the one who writes it. You tell your RAS what's important to you, and it filters through the billions of bits of data coming at you every second to only show you what matches. So if your core belief is, "I'm unlucky," your RAS will work overtime to find evidence to prove you right.
And Dr. Wiseman found that lucky people aren't born that way. They just think and act differently. They operate on 4 basic principles. They're good at creating and noticing opportunities. They listen to their gut feelings. They expect good things to happen. And this one is huge. They have a resilient attitude that can reframe bad luck into something good. It's a pattern of behavior you can learn. What's so amazing is that this modern science is really just catching up with what spiritual masters have been teaching for centuries. They just used a different language to talk about it, the language of energy, vibration, and serendipity.
You know, Abraham Hicks talks about this all the time. There's no such thing as chance. There's only alignment or resistance. The idea is that when you feel good, when you're in that state of alignment, you're tuned to the frequency where all the lucky things, all the solutions and opportunities can actually find you. It's like tuning a radio to the right station.
And then you have someone like Dr. Joe Dispenza, who bridges this with neuroscience. He says you are literally a magnetic force. When you combine a clear intention with an elevated emotion, like gratitude or joy for something that hasn't even happened yet, you are physically rewiring your brain and selecting a new reality.
I love this quote because it just brings it all together so perfectly. Luck isn't woo, it's neuroplasticity wearing rose-colored glasses. Whether you call it alignment or you call it changing your neural pathways, it's the same thing. Science and spirituality are basically shaking hands on this one.
Okay, so now for the best part. If this is a trainable skill, how do we actually start training it? I'm going to give you 3 simple but really powerful tools to start building your own luck filter, starting today.
All right, here are our 3 tools. We're going to journal our way into a lucky identity. We're going to go on what I call a serendipity scavenger hunt, and we're going to practice emotional frequency training. First up, journaling. Every day, I want you to write down 5 reasons why you are a lucky person. They can be big things, small things, things that happened today or 10 years ago. It doesn't matter. What you're doing is giving your RAS, that brain bouncer, a new assignment.
You're telling it, hey, from now on, your job is to search for evidence of my good fortune, and it will get to work immediately. Next, you're gonna go on a serendipity scavenger hunt. This is so much fun. When you wake up, just set the intention. Universe, show me something magical today. Then you just look for it. You're actively scanning your environment for meaningful coincidences, signs, or little winks from the universe. When you find one, make a note of it. This shifts you from being a passive bystander in your life to an active, playful co-creator. And finally, emotional frequency training. Your feelings are your signal to the universe. They're your point of attraction. So just like you train a muscle at the gym, you can train your vibe. Pick a target feeling you want more of. Maybe it's curiosity, or relief, or ease. And for just 60 seconds a day, practice feeling that emotion on purpose. The more you do it, the more that feeling becomes your natural default state. Okay, but we have to address the elephant in the room. What do you do if you have this deep-seated belief that you're just an unlucky person? How do we fix that? That belief, it feels like a fact, doesn't it? But it's not. It's a bug in your internal code. It's really just the emotional echo of some past frustration that's created a feedback loop. You believe you're unlucky, so your brain filters for evidence, which then reinforces the belief. But here's the good news. We can debug it. Here are 3 really simple debug tools. 1. The Lucky Lens Flip. Anytime something small goes your way, you find a great parking spot, you catch all the green lights, say out loud, "Ooh, that's lucky." You're literally relabeling your reality. 2. Create a luck library on your phone. Keep a running list of every unexpected good thing. And 3, my favorite, the energy pivot phrase. When you feel that old story starting, just ask yourself, what if this is the plot twist where it all starts working out for me? Please remember this. Unlucky is not your destiny. It is not an identity. It's just a filter you forgot you were wearing. And your life isn't just happening to you, it's responding to you. It's time to choose a new filter.
Look, I've really only been able to scratch the surface here. If you want to dive deeper into all of this and get a full guided visualization to help you tune your frequency, you've got to listen to the full Vibrations and Manifestations episode. It's called, Does Luck Exist, or Are We All Just Living in a Giant Vibe Algorithm? Until then, clear the static and tune in to the magic.